I hope you're having a good morning. My name is Ina Irby, and I am a mom. I went over Courage to Change, and today was a hard day for me for this. It was about faith, and it said, to surrender your lack of faith to your higher power and ask for faith. To know I am powerless, but I feel so helpless, frightened, hopeless. And I have been told I have the option to surrender those feelings and ask for what I need. Powerless does not mean helpless. The power to carry out God's will. If you just scroll down to the second paragraph. For Jehovah's Witnesses, God's will means being confined into a thought process about faith and how it works. So for me, this was difficult because it hinders you in thinking that God, you have to do certain things a certain way, and then God will give you this grand, eye-opening, soul-opening option. And I never felt that. I even had a prayer book, and I wrote down all my prayers that was encouraged at a district convention once. And so I got a special book, and it had cork all around it with butterflies. I still have it. I wrote down my prayers, and they didn't come true. So I think I'm reading Jen Cisnero. I'm a badass. I like her. She even explains, you have to believe in this higher power. But she puts it in a different way. She says it's a source of something bigger than ourselves. And I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that there isn't a creator. How's that? But I don't believe in the God that I was taught. The God that I was taught was, if you have this faith, then you have to do things my way. And when I read the scriptures, we're in Genesis now, chapter 46, I believe. We're in Genesis. We're still in the book of Genesis, and I'm having a hard time with all of that. Because we, as Jehovah's Witnesses, always stayed in the Hebrew scriptures pretty much. Or, the Greek scriptures. And it's where it's loving, sort of. And you still have certain stipulations to God answering prayers. So, yeah, they rarely did deep study of the Hebrew scriptures. And when they did, their Bible is not the same. They've managed to really twist a lot of the wording and not giving you the right information. I have 6 Bibles that I go through now. And I'm taking my coffee. I'm trying to wake up. I have to walk after this. I make sure I'm looking at it differently. I also have a pastor's encyclopedias. I bought some amazing encyclopedias. And so that has helped a lot. But it's deep information. And when you realize how many people always argue about just one book, and they all bring out different information. And I think that is where I'm realizing that I'm no longer confined in my belief system. So when it comes to information about faith or about God now in this book, I get a little irritated. I let it go. I realize, just like the Bible, there's certain things that you can get out of it that are encouraging, right? Like love your neighbor as yourself, or I was going to say an eye for an eye. No, that's not it. Treat someone the way you want to be treated. Love, 1 Corinthians, right? Love is enduring. Love Love hopes all things. So love never fails. And that's true. Love never fails. And I appreciate that about the Bible. There are some good things about the Bible. There's a gentleman that I saw. I'm going to put his link down. I can't remember exactly what his name is. But he kind of hit the nail on the head when it came to how I view the scriptures now. It's interesting. It's taken me some time. It's taken me some bad experiences to realize that if you dropped me somewhere in Africa in a Christian church, the belief system there would be totally different from the belief system somewhere in Georgia that is a fundamentalist Christian church. So yeah, my eyes have been opened, and I realize that there's just too much. I don't want my love to be confined in a thought that in order for me to have good things happen to me, that I have to have faith in a God that wouldn't love someone that loves someone that is of the same sex. I can't do that anymore. I'm not going to do that. I have friends that are gay, and some of them have opened up to me, and I'm not gonna do that anymore. I can't seem to have the faith, Christian faith, that is expected. And so for me, it's about this faith that I surrender to, is surrendering to the fact that I don't know, right? That I just don't know. And then I'm going to think positively. I'm going to think positively about my fellow man. I'm going to think positively about our situation in the world. I'm going to think positively. Can I be skeptical at times? Of course I can be skeptical at times. I don't have to always go with the flow. I can see where we went wrong as human beings. I can see where people are stuck. I don't have to stop loving them. We were in our Huntington Beach area yesterday, and my daughter, she's 9, she said, Ellie, she said, I told her, I said, I'm never going to stop loving Auntie Susu. I love her. And she said, well, Mom, I love all the people that we left behind here, but they did what you did. They stopped talking to us because they were told to. She said, I never stopped loving you, Mom, just because you did things that basically I didn't agree with. She saw it. She saw it so much better and so much clearer, and she said it even better than I said it. But basically, that's what she said. And I like that. I like that I can still love. It doesn't matter. I don't have to be angry. I can show compassion to people who don't want to feel the same way that I do about God, or their way they believe faith is defined. So, yeah, I like to think of it differently. I like to think that faith is something that you can source with energy that is given to you by you. You just have to harness it. You have to learn how to use it. You have to learn that other people can give it to you. That there are people that are wonderful soul flowers that help you bloom. And finding those people to help you bloom is so wonderful. I found my soul flower. My soul flower was my husband. He's just that wonderful blooming flower that continued to bloom. Was having a hard time at the end, but allowed me to see it, and I'm blooming as well. So, those little, and all the other people that happen to come along, little insects that fertilize those flowers that help continue to, for me, the insects are apostates, people that have, see themselves differently, You know, others will see a bee as something annoying and destructive. And it can be. Depends to someone who has an allergy, right? Someone who has an allergy to that bee. But bees do amazing things for the world. We get our food from them. And it's an energy. We don't know exactly we know that this bee is an amazing creature, but if we were to destroy it, we would no longer be able to eat. We need insects. We need them. And I like to see myself as annoying, very useful insect. I like insects. They're cool. And they help. They can be damaging and destructive, depending on who you are. And hopefully, I hope that there are more happy bees out there buzzing away and helping people get the right food. I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative to Courage to Change. I'm appreciative that it was there. I have had an experience in my life that I see through the sham of religion and how it has binded and confined. And I think faith is bigger than what we actually even understand. And our brains can do things, amazing things. Our brains can do amazing things if we know how to harness it. And it can give us a lot of power that we don't even know. So there's a lot of information that we as human beings just don't understand. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I was having a hard time with that. I was. I'm like, you can do a lot with your mind. There's a lot of people out there that don't believe in God. Stopped believing a long time ago. And they're wonderful, beautiful, helpful, kind, loving people that are blooming flowers that are willing to help other people. Blooming flowers that are willing to help other people. Find your flower. Find your flower and bloom. I hope this helps you on your healing journey.